Hold on. We're in the freaking hallway. Hey guys, and welcome back. I am Tia, and I react to things on this channel, and we continue Severance. Season 2, episode 5 now, called Trojan Horse. I was like, I need a little break after the episode 4. If you haven't seen episode 4, if you haven't seen previous episodes, or like my videos to them, you can go check them out. But yeah, episode 4 was a lot. Again, such a different episode from like what the Severance episodes usually are. That we're outside the whole time, and like it's so impressive how this show can keep like reinventing itself. Just completely go with a different vibe, different location, different characters, different, you know, focus on whatever, innies, outies, all these different storylines. Like I said, that like episode 3 ends with Mark's reintegration thing happening, and then we cut, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to see what happens next. And then I start the next episode, and I have forgotten about that already. That's how it ends. And then we go to something completely different, a completely different storyline, and we kind of forget about the reintegration, and we focus now fully on like, why are they outside, what is happening. And then we go into the whole Helena big reveal moment and all of that, and Irv being fired. And then I was like, now I can't wait to see what happens right after this, when Irv is fired, da-da-da-da. And then I'm like, but I wouldn't be surprised if the show would now go again to a completely different, some other plot line that we have been dying to know more about. Like, for example, well, we could stay with Irv and go to like the whole Irv-Bert situation, what is happening there, outside, what happened when, like, all of that. We could go to Cobell, you know, like a Cobell episode we could do. We could go into Dylan's family, all of that. We could go into Gemma. We need we need to find out more about that, like, as soon as possible, please, thank you. We could also go into like a Helena thing. We could go like so many different ways, and all of them would be great for me. I have a feeling that we won't go outside anymore. The stuff that we saw last episode, that seemed like one episode kind of thing, that we don't jump back into that storyline, we don't go back there anymore, I think. But is it gonna be innie or outie, or maybe both? We could also jump into Mark and his reintegration stuff now. Like, what does that mean, and what is actually happening there? Does he actually now, when he's outside, remember stuff from inside? Or is it kind of like last episode we saw when he was with Helena, and then she like switched into Gemma for a little bit and then back? Like, is it gonna be like that? Like, little by little, there's gonna be these little twitches and stuff? Yeah, but I would want to go to Audi Mark as well. See what he's doing. What he's talking about. Is he still with Ragabi? Is she, like, with him all the time now? Or did she just go, like, hey, I'm gonna, like, switch your brain waves and whatever, good luck, and just leave? Or is she gonna be there, like, monitoring him and stuff? And what is the vibe gonna be in the office now after Irving left? Is someone gonna come and replace him? Oh, that would be so weird. Those are the things that I'm thinking right now and looking forward to and excited about. But like I said, this episode could be about any of those things or none of those things. So we'll see. I will keep my pillow close, because last episode like showed it again that this can get real creepy real fast, and I might need some emotional support pillow, because that nightmare stuff, I was just thinking about it now during the break when I was sitting down. I was like, I'm gonna have to edit that, because I didn't see her. I saw like a teeny tiny, like a split second before I blocked it. But I didn't see her face, because I think that's the worst part for me. I'm like, I don't want to have nightmares. I'm such a wuss about this stuff. But then I realized I have to go and edit that. Even if I didn't see her face in the while I was watching, I'm gonna be seeing her face soon when I start editing, which is fantastic. I hope you guys are well. I hope you're enjoying Severance. Reactions. Wait, let me actually check. Do we know when Severance season 3 is coming, or is that something I've been trying to stay away from Twitter, from like Instagram, from those like that I don't get spoilers or anything. Am I gonna get spoilers if I Google this? I will just, maybe I'll ask chat. Just a very specific question. Do we know when Severance season 3 is coming out? Because I also am a little stressed. How long will I have to wait? I know it's nothing compared to what everyone has done, like after season 1, for example. There's no official premiere date yet, so it's gonna take a while. It was officially renewed in March this year. Could be between late 2026 and early 2027, guys. Okay. But I hope to be like connecting with fans after I have reacted to this whole season, because I don't want to do it before, because then I'm like not fully informed. I don't know what is actually happening in the show, like until the end. It would be fun to even like do like lives or something, somehow like talk to other fans about theories and things, or we'll see. But it would be fun to connect with people who actually want to talk about the show, because I know I probably will be reacting to shows that I won't get like super into, which is fine. I still enjoy watching them, but I feel like this is something that when I'm done, I'm very willing to get like really into. So that would be nice. Let me know if there's any, well, you can let me know now already, if you know of any like what accounts to follow on whatever, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, like where the fans are. It's always a process to find the fandom when you get into a show or something, to be like, no, who are the people who are actually, where are they, and how do they communicate, and how do they fan out. So yeah, but now we're just gonna watch episode 5 of season 2 of Severance. Let's go. Alright. Like, is it really dark? The back? We're in the winter now, so it's gonna start getting dark so early here. Looks like Lumen. Whistling people usually is creepy.
Do you have him?
Who is this woman?
Thank you.
Well, we are in O&D here, right? I don't like it. Why do we not show his face? Like, who is this? I think when they don't show someone's face, it means that we know that face. Hold on. Oh my god, it's a freaking hallway. We're in the freaking hallway. Abby, I gave options where this episode could now go, because we're not gonna go straight back into Bert. But I didn't think we would be so lucky that we go. I don't know if we go into the testing floor. Do we see Gemma? Do we go into that? But this is the freaking. Yeah. Because her, Felicia, the O&D lady, said that they know where the hallway is because they used to take this package or something, delivery there. But now they send a guy. That's what she said. So that's the guy, I guess, who they sent, who then goes and gets something. What were those, like scalpels? Wait, let me go back. I'm like, they almost look like dentistry things. Look, I don't know, man. Why am I guessing? Because I know nothing. Yeah, these are not scalpels. But something that to me doesn't give a good feeling. A guy with gray hair whose face we don't see, whistling down the corridors, coming to get this. Like, why do they have them? You know what I mean? Why does he come and get it from O&D? And what does he do with them? Why do they have them? I'm still thinking, what are the things now? I'm like, the random machines that are in the other room in the O&D that we saw that one time when we saw all the other people who were in O&D. Did we ever find out what those machines make or what they're for? Do they make these? I don't know. If this was just like a thing to throw us off this beginning and then after the intro we go somewhere else, I am not happy. Oh my god, but we're in the hallway. Dylan needs to find the hallway because Irving's not here anymore. And these babies, I don't. Imagine if Helena is now pregnant. I'm just saying. I mean, she can't be. Or, of course she can, but like.
How's the old burning shit into your eyeballs thing going?
Yeah, actually.
I still can't get it to last long enough.
Okay. So what do we do?
Just keep trying, I guess.
Do you have any other ideas?
Is this something from... Oh.
Hey, I'm sorry. I gotta get to work.
All right.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye. Hey.
My nurse is here.
Dryer fixed.
Yeah, or you could just, like, not live here.
I can't keep coming in and out.
That's true too.
I haven't remembered anything else.
Right. Well, maybe he already has.
I'm like, those things that he's drinking, is that something now to do with the reintegration? Or what was that? Or was that just like ginger shots or something? Beautiful. Look. Imagine being one of those people who is just randomly walking there. Be like, I'm that person. That silhouette. We're really not going to the hallway.
Took the rest of the weekend to recover.
I'm fine. Will I be updating Father later? He should hear it from me.
We have decided to spare him knowledge of this contretemps.
Contretemps. Oh my god.
What's he at? 78%?
81 as of Friday.
Yeah, true. They still have the file that Mark needs to finish. That's the whole reason they're all still there. So are they sending her back in? Her or Haley? Okay, and I'm still confused with the like order of ranking in this company. Because now it sounds like Helena's like asking them, am I telling my dad later or not? And they're like, no. So it's Natalie like above her. So yeah, it feels like their sole focus. Have I said this before? I've thought about this. So maybe I have said it before. But like, Mark is clearly such an important person. Like, he needs to finish that file. The work that they do is mysterious and important. We still don't know what it is. So what are the others? Like, are the others that not doing anything? They are just there pretending to do something so that Mark will actually finish his file and his thing. You know? Because it doesn't feel like it's important. They fired her, for example. They're not like, well, he hasn't finished his file. So are the rest there just to pretend? And then he's the only one who actually is important. And then all these other branches, like the people who were there in the first episode from 5X, like, why are they there? Why are they doing the refining? You know? Is one of them also like Mark, that they are important, they have a dead wife somewhere inside Lubin and something? You know, they're doing these files that actually matter? Because it can't be that this whole company has been running for 200 years only for Mark to finish this one file, you know? But yeah, these are questions I think about.
It won't be much longer. You can do this.
You can do this, girl. She's like, are you
I'm
fucking
not
kidding?
going back down there. I'll just fake it again.
We can't take that chance.
And Father approves.
Father encouraged it.
Well, is he her brother? Or is he just answering like she asked if Father approves, and then he says Father, like no, right? That's just what that made me think about. Imagine if that's her brother. I mean, not that that's gonna, what is that gonna change? We don't really know anything about him. We don't know anything about anyone who works in this actual company. We just know about the severed people.
It's a risk. We know this.
We know this, but you have to
There's
go
no
in.
other solution.
Yeah.
Mark S. won't work without her.
And the work is mysterious and important. So we must give him her.
This is wild. But I can't wait to see Helly in there now. So she has to go in risking that she might actually be killed this time by Helly. Also, I kind of don't care. Ugh. Yeah, true, she hasn't seen her.
Good morning, Heliar.
What the hell?
Please follow me. Mr. Milchick will explain.
We'll explain why I'm a child, like everyone keeps asking. I keep asking too. There's new music.
Where's Irving?
Why was he trying to drown me?
Because you're a fucking Egan.
Was she spying on us?
Wait, what?
The whole time.
It's called a Glasgow block. It allows one's outie.
Wait. Are you saying that she was down here? As me?
Maybe she still is.
Hey, I repeat myself. Where is Irving?
Yeah, where is he?
I'm so confused.
Answer my question!
Excuse me.
He was fired. You saw it. That look was like, you're not seeing your wife again if you act like this. Or do we switch to Dylan and then back to Milchick? He needs to, I'm begging, I'm like, Dylan, you need to, well, I don't know. Because then it's his wife, he's Audi's wife. I'm like, of course that is important too. But right now, I'm like, who cares? You're not gonna, like, what are you gonna, like, do anyway? Talk to her for 18 minutes at a time and then what? You know? We need to figure out. We need to go through the hallway after that creepy man whistling. We need to find out where's Gemma. I really hope that this will, like, move that thing along. And not just, like, take steps back. Because now they're focused in so many things. Where's Irving? Helena, all this stuff. His light is so good. Yeah, even
Helena
Mark's like,
Egan,
what was
in her
that?
executive capacity, was conducting valuable research.
Insane.
By stealing my fucking body?
So he is dead.
No. Irving B's Audi has departed on an elongated cruise voyage.
She doesn't have the right to take my identity.
It's so interesting. Mark is just like, oh my god, just freaking out inside his head probably. But it is so interesting that Helly, of course, that feels like, because she is a person as well, but then that she is like, she's using my body, even though technically you're kind of the one who is using hers. Kind of. Or I guess you're both using each other's. I don't know. But I love that we show this side of the conversation and the confusion, because it is so layered, this issue.
Have you ever heard the story of the Glaxschupen?
Oh my god. Of the what?
In ancient times, the king of Sweden himself was known to go incognito amongst the people.
That sounded like Swedish, like he's trying to pronounce a Swedish word. Let's go.
And Miss Egan was carrying on this
noble tradition started by the king of Sweden.
It smells like horse shit.
Yes. Thank you, Mark.
Swedish horseshit.
Irving B's Audi has departed
On an elongated cruise voyage. Yeah, I know. Is he gonna come back or not?
He's not on a cruise, guys. Not that you can do really anything about it, but everything he always says about the Audis is a lie.
You fucking murderers.
You can't do this to people.
This went well.
I give this a 9. So awkward, so awkward, so awkward between them. Imagine.
What in the abominable fuck?
This is you.
Hell no. I'm not going near that thing.
That thing. It's an abomination with just 3 desks. So no one is gonna replace him.
If you're taking feedback, I hate it.
Same.
Oh my god.
You mean like Jamie Egan's daughter Grakshupaning us?
Careful, Dylan. Words have consequences. I'd hate to resend certain privileges.
Yeah, see, there it is. There it is, and Mark can see it.
Is this MDR's position?
Dude.
Mark is just like, I had sex with Helena Egan. Reintegration sickness?
Seriously fucked up.
Yeah, so weird.
You couldn't tell
Yeah,
that she wasn't me.
so embarrassing. So
I guess
bad.
not.
That's
What was she
so
like?
bad.
Like you. Or you're like her? I don't know. I don't know who you are, I guess.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Okay.
It's not my fault that my Audi hijacked me.
Yeah, no, totally. I get it. It sucks.
But I can't trust you anymore. It's so weird.
What happened to you up there?
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Nope.
Do you want to hear what happened to me?
No, I don't. And let's just try to forget it. Okay?
Oh, yeah, of course, because they haven't had the conversation yet of the conversation that Helena had in the 2nd episode of like, okay, so when you woke up, what happened? So now Helly doesn't know about Gemma. But Mark obviously knows about Helena because of all this. But it is so bad that he didn't know. I mean, we didn't know, kind of. You could see that there was something weird going on, but surprisingly well, she was playing Helly. That sentence didn't make any sense. But she was playing Helly surprisingly well. That there was only moments when I'm like, what was that? Or that was weird, or whatever. Which now also Mark probably thinks back on, like, that time when we were sitting or standing in the hallway and we like kind of almost kissed, but then we didn't. How did I not realize? You know, like what was he, you know. And it's so bad because it's not her fault. But then because they are sharing a body. how hard would it be to trust her again? When it's not only that she was just a random person, she's also the enemy. Like, the worst option for, like, who she could be. And she has been outside realizing she's an Egan. Then she comes back inside and everyone kind of hates her for it because Egan, Helena Egan, has also been inside there using her body, you know, lying to all of them that it's her. Or, like, you know, such a complex thing that Helly has in her head right now. And it must be so interesting to play these two characters for the actors. I think especially for her, because even though they are very different, they're also very similar, like we have seen, and like Mark has seen. Or has not seen. Makes great drama though. And she is great. Emmy winner.
I thought bereavement events were for innies who die on the floor.
Oh, so that happens too. This conversation tells me that this has happened before. Innies have died at work before. Because I think it's like the first episode, isn't it? Yeah, when they play the game. And he's like, I don't know if PD is, like, did he quit or is he dead or whatever? And then Mr. Milchick is like, there's no such thing as death at Lumen. Like, you should be grateful that Lumen protects you from horrible things like that, like death. But apparently it happens. Or at least it's something that they are prepared for. And she has been trained for. And now what, they're making mugs for them? And that's the funeral?
Your first performance review is today, right?
Is she threatening him? What is happening?
That was a question.
I'll ready the refreshments. You focus on the mournful signage.
Mournful signage. Ay, Miss Huang. Are we starting to like her?
Today we honor Irving B.
Oh my god.
We will now have a eulogy from Dylan G.
I love that it doesn't have the years, it has the quarters. In the sign. Come on, Dylan, say something that Milchick is not gonna like.
He put the dick in contradiction.
Oh my god.
He asked me for help with something near the end, and I didn't listen.
Oh, don't tell them.
And in his final moments,
I regret
I've
that.
been totally justified in telling me to suck my own fuck. But he didn't.
You may now briefly partake in Irving's fruit head, whose dark hair is courtesy of the Black Beauty watermelon from the country, Malaysia. Miss Wong.
What, she was gonna do a performance? He's like, let's go. Imagine whose job has it been to create that. That is insane. What, they're gonna eat his face?
Yes, well, I feel the theremin works best in moderation.
But I
You
practiced.
can play your piece for me later. Yes?
No. She should rebel. She should be on our side. I'm just saying. Hang in there. It says in the poster on the wall. That's what Irving said in the end to Dylan.
You're not staying?
I gotta get to work, but great ceremony, guys.
Seriously.
I mean, isn't it kind of over?
Mark,
Just let him go.
What?
Irving was your friend, and he's dead. Why don't you give a shit?
Because he's not dead, he's just not here.
You two catch up?
What's that?
You tell her Miss Casey's your wife yet?
Oh, Dylan.
Wait, what?
Oh, Dylan.
Yeah, I mean, it's my Audi's wife, but sure. No, it's pretty crazy.
Great reaction. Great reaction, Dylan. That's a low blow. But I kind of like it. Because I don't think Mark would have, like, how long would it have taken for Mark to tell her? And she needs to know, we need this face that she's doing right now. This is what I have wanted to see. Ever since I found out that it's not her. Because she's gonna find out. That is so wild. And she doesn't even know that it's not only that Miss Casey is his wife, but his wife is dead, has been dead for years, and it's Miss Casey. I think that's the craziest part. I kind of love Dylan, kind of that's not cool. Maybe it's not his thing to tell, but at the same time, at this point, who cares? Almost, you know?
Why won't you talk to me?
What do you want to talk about, Helly?
I don't know, maybe the fact that Miss Casey's your Audie's wife? What are we gonna do?
No, we're not going to do anything.
Not gonna do anything. Seriously?
Yes, seriously.
We'll work as a team. We'll figure this out.
There's no we, Helly.
What?
It doesn't matter.
Why?
Why?
Yeah, why?
Because they are smarter than us, okay? They know everything.
Oh, that's true.
Me, looking for Ms. Casey, us wandering around, meeting other departments, mapping the floor, all of it. They know everything we're doing because Helena told them everything we're doing.
That wasn't me.
Yeah.
Mark, look, I'm not her. I'm not. I'm me. Helly.
And how do I know that?
You don't.
That's terrible.
You just have to trust me.
But he can't.
This is real.
He has like nothing happening.
Stop being a fucking asshole.
Yeah, that's good. That's fair. Nice. Nice
First
transition.
performance review as department chief. Excited?
Very much so.
Shall we?
Natalie, just before we begin, I was wondering if I could have a word with you.
I think this is a very interesting relationship. I'm almost like, do we ship them? But also, all of it is so strange. Everything, the way they act, the way they talk, everything that I'm like, at the same time, like, shipping them together would feel like shipping him with Miss Huang. Almost. Because they all act kind of like these robot children. Or, you know, like, that it feels weird to think that they would. But I do like them, and I'm interested to hear what he wants to talk to her about. But terrible that... Yeah, it's true. Mark, like all the plans he has had, he has probably told Helly. So Helena, so now he's mad at Helena, but he's also kind of mad at Helly because Helly is the one who is there right now. And of course it's not Helly's fault, but of course it's hard to not blame her. And this is so annoying because I was so excited for, like, we're getting there. We started the episode with the hallway. I was like, okay, we are finding things out. And now we're kind of back to zero because Helena knows everything. And now, like, what are they going to do next? What are they going to plan next? Because they also know that they are trying to plan something. So they're probably watching that even closer. Lumen is listening.
The paintings. I want you to understand I am grateful for them.
Oh, yeah.
Truly. I was just wondering if you could share with me a little how you felt when you received the paintings. Because I'm thinking our experiences here have been similar in some ways.
Mm-hmm.
We face similar challenges. And perhaps the paintings and the somewhat complicated feelings they evoke.
Yes. I mean, she's not going to talk about it. Look at her face.
Mr. Drummond's waiting.
Mr. Drummond.
Let us go.
I would love to hear them talk about it. But of course she's not going to talk about it. At least there. I don't know if she would talk about it somewhere outside. Is she so loyal to Lubin? Maybe she is.
Okay, asshole. Guess this is it.
How did they make this?
Sorry,
Is it real? He has hidden something in the painting, in the poster, behind it. He said hanging there. Right? Guys. Oh. Yes, Dylan. He has a map of the... or something. Yes. I love this. I love this. I love this. This is perfect. Irv is so good.
Look, Seth. Mark Scout's completion of Cold Harbor will be remembered as one of the greatest moments in the history of this planet. It will take place under your stewardship.
What are you talking about? Is this like, this is the biggest waterfall on the planet? That kind of thing? So when I say that it can't be that Mark doing this file is the biggest thing that this company is doing, it's the biggest thing this world is doing, I guess. So I guess it is very important. And everyone else who works there is just there for, like, fun. Mark. I would love it if you do like a switchy thing in the elevator or something.
The leash.
Please don't. He's like, good boy. And I love that he's tightening the leash just as Mark is in the process of reintegration. His head is gonna like explode or something now.
Hi, Mark.
Mr. Milchard.
I see you left work 6 minutes early. May I come in? How was the rest of the funeral? Did you get what you needed from it?
Yeah, sure. Hey, did Miss Wong take notes? I can't wait to read her article about it in that newspaper you showed me. What was it called again? The Bullshit Gazette?
Hopefully now we can put all this grief and tumult behind us and look forward to some productive work days ahead.
Love it.
Oh, you mean putting the numbers in the thing?
Refining.
Right?
Yeah.
Yes. Does that sound good?
Whatever you say, Mr. Milchard. Praise cure.
Did you and Helena catch up?
We did.
Did you tell her that you fucked her outie at the Orpho? Helena Egan, leader in waiting of this company.
He is tightening the leash. How many nice ways can they show this same hallway? How is it possible that every time it's different shot and it looks fantastic? It's so impressive.
So I am just trying to speak their language.
I know, but this sounds like Lumen's language.
Yeah.
Well, it's a Trojan's horse. If I can get my ideas to severed workers all across the world, it might beget a revolution.
But these aren't your ideas. Lumen hurts people, you know that, and if you want to water down your work so they can use it for their fucking propaganda, then you're hurting people too.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Devon. Seriously, I say it all the time. She's my favorite character in this whole freaking show. I just love her so much, and I cannot believe why she is with Rickon. I just don't. It doesn't make any sense to me. I'm sorry. It's freaking hallway. Come on, Irving. There are so many good characters, so many good plot lines that we just keep like switching between them, and it makes me so happy. Please, let's find out something. Let's go and see. Let's go and call the same person, and let's see who the person is. It's Milchick or Drummond.
It's me again. So,
Miss Huang.
they fired me. I think they know what my Innie was up to. I'm telling you to... I have to go.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Hey! Hey! You! Why are you following me? I got this thing when somebody shows up on my doorstep screaming my name. I want to know why. Call it a quirk.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Why were you at my house the other night?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It wasn't you at all, was it? You're severed.
Also, the fact that they're having this conversation now means that they didn't really have a conversation back then. Because I keep going like, I want to see the scene when he's banging the door and Bert comes and opens it. What happened? I guess he just ran out or something. Because now he's asking him. Now they're having the conversation. And I'm so here for this.
It wasn't you at all, was it?
Yeah.
You're severed.
Weren't you?
I got canned a couple of weeks ago. When I pressed them for a reason, they said my Innie had an unsanctioned erotic entanglement with another worker. They wouldn't tell me who. Then you show up at my door. You think we were an item? Well, Fields certainly thinks so. We had to cancel our trip to Milwaukee. Thanks for that. Fields? That's my husband, Fields.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe you could, I don't know.
Leave me alone?
What? We got a ham. We're planning to have it tomorrow. Might be nice if you come over. We could sit down, talk through it all. You, me, and Fields.
Fields? Why does he call him Fields? Very interesting.
I suppose.
I suppose that's a great scene that we want to
You
see.
like red wine? Expensive. Okay. Tomorrow.
I know where you live. That's not what I expected, but okay. So we're gonna go and have dinner at Bert's house. Why? Why not just have the conversation now? He's like, come over and my husband will kill you or something. Or, you know, like, why would he want to have dinner with him and his husband? He wants to ask her about...
Are they hurting her?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, whatever those things, those tools were that the guy in the beginning was getting to go to the downstairs, it doesn't look great. What?
What?
I didn't say anything.
Your Audi can parallel park in less than 20 seconds.
I can't believe this is happening. Also, we're not going to see anything in this episode, probably. So is this Audi Mark who is now like seeing inside Lumen, you know?
You're Audi. Once captured a butterfly. Your Audi is going to be home.
So good. Oh my god. Adam Scott is such a good actor. That ending scene showing him get emotional looking at her. Whenever I think that the show has reached its peak, like, it hasn't. Not that this was the best episode of the show so far, maybe, or not, but like, the info that they give all the time, the new twists, the new plot lines, it's just so good. And we get like the perfect amount of stuff, like I've said before, like when we are looking at a plot line, for example, and we're like, oh, I want to know about this, then we find a little bit about it, but not too much, so that we keep being satisfied but also wanting more. Like now, for example, with Burton, I'm like, so long I've been like, we need to know why he's in the car following him, who is he calling on the phone. We still don't know who's calling on the phone, but now we know why he's following. They had a conversation which gives us like, oh my god, it's happening, but still nothing is really happening. The only thing we found out was that they didn't have a conversation before when he was at the door, and that Bert is actually married. That's who the guy was. He calls him Fields for some reason. And now they're gonna have dinner together and they like expensive wine. Yeah, and he followed Irv because he was at the door, and that he was fired from work, and then at work they say he wanted to retire because of his erotic fixation or whatever that was called to someone at work. And then he's like, and then you show up at the door, so I'm like, maybe it was you because you're cute. So good. And then whatever that dinner is gonna be, so weird. Why are we? Because then I'm like, if we're gonna have a scene with Irv having dinner with Bert and his husband, then I'm like, there has to be some reason for that. There has to be some reason for us to go into the house. Like, that plot has to keep going somewhere interesting. So what is that? What is Irv hiding? No, what is Bert hiding? I keep mixing names all the time. What is Bert hiding, for example? You know? And what is Irv hiding too? Like, he had all the like information about the employees and like maps and all this stuff. Like, he is hiding something from us as well. And then Mark is like, can we keep going? I guess do another. I don't know. I still don't really get it. So is it when he's in the machine and she's trying to like match the brain waves or whatever, that when she does, for that moment he can see both, but then when he's not in the machine he can't, but then he has those like twitches sometimes. Now he had a longer one. Maybe this was the longest one so far, and he actually saw her. I mean, that wasn't real though, right? It's not like she's just wandering there in the halls waiting for Mark to come out of the, you know? But like, he did see her at Lumen. But still, Ragabi was like, no, we'll go tomorrow because that usually works better. And he's like, you've done this once. So maybe tomorrow they will try to do that. Like, he goes in the machine again and like match the brain waves and that stuff. I really want to see where that's gonna go. What's gonna happen when he actually, because it's not like it can't be that this show is gonna be like, okay, now he tries the same thing that Petey tried, Petey died, and now he's gonna die too. Like, Mark can't die in this show. So it has to either work or they have to stop. One of these options. And I'm assuming that it's gonna work. So what does it actually look like when they are like reintegrated? That I want to see that. And now, for example, he got out of the hallway. That I think that's the hallway to the testing floor. But that is still like upstairs in the severed floor, I guess. That when he gets out, he's in the severed floor corridor, not in the testing floor. Which doesn't make sense. Why would she be there? But I'm like, now that he has seen that, does his innie now like know kind of where to find her? You know? Like, did his innie see that same thing that the Audi now did? I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but I'm very, very keen to find out. Other thing I really liked is the Natalie and Milchick interaction and like where that could go if they had an actual honest conversation, but I'm afraid that that's never gonna happen. I think Natalie is so involved and so invested in Lumen that she wouldn't, even though this is something that of course she shares with Seth, these feelings about the paintings and this whole thing, that like maybe she would want to in some way have the conversation, but I would still think that her loyalty to Lumen is bigger than her wanting to talk to Seth about, like, you know, that they are acting like this towards us because of our race. I would like to see them talk more, because it's interesting because they are both not severed. So that's why it would be interesting to have a conversation between them, and like an honest one, not just like, hello, Mr. Milchick, and just like the robot conversations that they have all the time. And Miss Huang is like kind of standing up to Mr. Milchick, which is very interesting. Maybe it was her who wrote that like he like uses too many big words, that she's like, so it's your first performance review today, right? After you know, he's throwing the funeral that he's not supposed to do, I guess. So it looks like she's like threatening him, but then maybe the only thing she actually did was say that he uses too many big words. So I'm like, is Miss Huang gonna like be some kind of key player in this in this thing? I would love it if she would all of a sudden like rebel and just be on our side or something. And Dylan finding the thing behind the poster, so good. I didn't really have time to see what it said exactly. I assumed that it was like instructions written by Felicity, because it wasn't a map or anything. So I'm like, sorry, I'm trying to find it. Yeah, here. From O&D, first turn right, and then the way, yeah. So this is probably either Herb has written this based on what she told him, or she has written this. So these are instructions to get to the hallway. Because Dylan doesn't know that the fact that we find the hallway means that we're gonna find Gemma. He doesn't know that this is like very interesting for Mark as well. So is he gonna... What is that? Fluffman blanket. Like, is he gonna tell Mark? Or is he gonna go on his own? And then if he goes on his own and finds Miss Casey there, then he's probably gonna tell Mark. The Mark and Helly thing is so interesting right now. It's so like, I can't wait to like rewatch this show from the beginning. Because it's so good and it's so juicy and it's so like you feel so bad for both kind of, but then also you're like super interested and want to move forward and see where this goes next, even though we are in this deep hole and we're probably just gonna keep getting deeper and deeper. It is fun that you're kind of on their side, but at the same time, like you're on Helly's side and you want her to be with Mark, but at the same time, you want Mark to find Miss Casey and then Audi Mark to be with Gemma. So it's like, it's brilliant the way this show has done it, so that we kind of don't know what we want. or we kind of want both at the same time. And because they are severed, we kind of technically can have both at the same time, but that's weird. You know, like we technically could have Mark be with Gemma and Innie Mark be with Helly, and everyone is happy. But that's weird. I mean, they are different people, but they are the same person still. The Innies and Outies. So I don't know, man. And is Dylan ever gonna see his wife again now? It looks like not. Milchick was like, certain privileges are gonna be taken from you, da 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 da. And Mark was looking at him like he paid attention to it. So he's probably gonna ask him later. It's gonna come out at some point. I'm kind of like a fan of Dylan in that he threw Mark under the bus and just told in front of Helly, or was like, have you told Helly that Miss Casey's your wife? I kind of love that. Kind of like, it's not really his place to tell him, but I'm really glad that, or tell her, kind of. But I'm really glad that she knows, and I think that was, like, drama-wise, that was a great way for her to find out. I think that's a lot more interesting than if Mark just told her and she would be like, what? You know? Like, scene-wise, that was a better scene, I think. And then it adds this tension between Mark and Dylan. But then I'm like, why is Mark so into now working? Now we know that the file means something. It's the most important thing in the history of the planet that he finishes this file. But it feels like he knows that. Why is he so like, no, I'm going to go back to work? Or maybe he was quite like that in the beginning too, because he's the head of the department. So he's the one who needs to make everyone work. But now he doesn't care about the others working. He's like, I'm gonna go work. Maybe because he just wants to avoid them. Wants to avoid talking to Helly. Now probably talking to Dylan as well. I was so sure this was gonna be a Miss Casey episode from the beginning. The creepy man with the trolley or whatever you call that, and coming to get the things, which I don't know what those were or what that means. But yeah, then we only went there in the end, kind of, when he was twitching and he saw Gemma and stuff. And even though every time we switch from one scene to another, I'm like, no, I want to keep knowing more about oh, but I really want to know about this as well. So it's never like a disappointment that we're moving from one storyline to another. None of the storylines are like uninteresting for me. None of them, I don't think, even are like less interesting than others. I think they're all equally interesting. We did not see Cobell again in this episode though, so I'm assuming we need to get to her maybe in the next episode to see what she's doing, how she's doing. But yeah, fantastic. I love this show so much. I'm so happy. I'm so happy that I filmed myself watching it for the first time, because this is watching this, well, now when I watch it, I can still talk about it with my wife who has seen it, but I'm like, I don't want to like bore her, do like hour-long videos of analyzing stuff and talking about it, so it's really fun to watch it with people, and then one day go back to, like, remember when we watched Severance for the first time and we knew nothing about anything? We just start with like, who are you? You on the table? You want to answer 5 questions? Do a brief survey? Like, how far have we come from that? Anyways, it's great. Thanks guys for watching. You can like and subscribe and those things if you want. And I will see you next time in the next video. Episode 6 called Attila. I will see you then. Okay, thanks guys, bye.